Hi, Freedom House family. You know, we hear about the golden rule to do unto others as you would have them do to you. Did you know that's in the Bible? In Matthew 7:12. There's a lot of good things in the Bible on how to treat each other because God wrote the book. And, you know, I was thinking about that last week. I happened to be at the store and there was an older gentleman in front of me. I had on a mask and he turned around and he said to me, "Ma'am, do you know what those marks are on the floor for?" And I said, "Oh," thinking I was going to be helpful for him. And I said, "Oh yeah, that means that there's 6 feet distancing between us." And he looked at me and I'm like, oh, I see what you mean. You mean that I am in your 6 feet space. And so I began to back up. Well, you know, there's just that tendency when someone is sharp with us that we just want to be sharp back with them. And you know, with Christ is saying that we respond in love and kindness, even when people aren't kind to us, because the Lord Himself has set forth that example for us, and that is in Matthew 5. It says, "You have heard the law that says, 'Love your neighbor and hate your enemy,' but I say, love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. In that way you will be acting as true children of your Father in heaven. For He gives His sunlight to both the evil and the good, and He sends rain on the just and the unjust alike. If you love only those who love you, or who are kind to you, what reward is there for that? Even corrupt tax collectors do that much. If you're kind only to your friends, how are you different from anyone else? Even pagans do that. But you are to be perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect." We're being called here to a higher standard, following the example that Christ has set for us, that we're to love our neighbor, we're to love our enemies, we're to be kind. And in so doing, that they actually see the Spirit of God in us, and their hearts are touched by that. And no matter what, we are sending forth that love. And you know, I had to admit, I really have since thought about making sure that I'm staying out of people's 6 feet space. And so that gentleman had a valid reason. Sometimes we have to look at that and say, are we part of the problem? Kind of a funny thing, I'm thinking I'm helping him, but actually he was helping me. So Freedom House, love your neighbor, be kind, even to people who aren't kind to you, and do unto others as you would have them do to you. You take care.